it's kind of the players. I mean, at one point here today, it looked like you had more, not in uniform than in uniform. The numbers are down a little bit, obviously not with no occasion today, but the starters, you kind of asked a little more of them today minute-wise, and they responded. And as I said to them, it's not often you can be up in a game 30 points and it feel like you kind of had to battle your way through it, but you kind of had to kind of battle your way through this with the numbers a little down.
Well, we were playing. Yes, first I'm extremely proud of that first group that was in there, and they just battled the whole time. And in the second quarter, we've done this before. We make some plays defensively and then hurt ourselves with some hurried up plays on offense that led to turnovers. And so we talked about that at halftime, and I felt like they came out in the third quarter and really just demonstrated that we can be better than we were in the last quarter, and that really kind of closed the game. And then we were just trying to, honestly, with the fourth quarter, I just didn't want anybody else to get hurt. And when Maya Pratcher got popped, I asked the referees just to make sure that we kind of didn't have any reckless play, and I already had one sitting out and was trying to get through the game without anybody else getting injured. And so I wish Salma hadn't fouled out, so I didn't have to put Lexi back in, but at least nobody got injured. So that's what we were trying to do in the fourth quarter. I know the fourth quarter was bad, and I apologize to the fans, but at some point you're just trying to make sure you get out of there without anything else that's going to hinder you down the road.
I mean, it has to be good to see that when the limited numbers you're asked to kind of step up, and those starters asked to kind of play a lot of minutes today, and they were able to kind of answer the challenge for you in a really positive way. That's got to be good to see, because I know, down the stretch last year, that may not have been the case.
Well, we talked about what you just said, that there were times, many times last season towards the end of the year, we had leads, and we just didn't close it out, and for different reasons. But this year I felt like they were a lot more focused and just able to do the things that we've been practicing, simple things. And so I was really proud of how they battled. We didn't play great in that second quarter, opened up the first quarter pretty strong, and then came out with a good third quarter and kind of just put the game away. And, a lot of credit to Miami of Ohio. That team's, well, they're 4-2 now, but they were 4-1 coming in here, and they're physical. And they battled, and they were competing, and they were playing hard, and they got little number 11, I forget her name, she's a tough kid to guard out there, and 13, little freshman point guard, was very physical, and both 15 and 21, I'm sorry I don't remember their names, they were very physical with Telegdi inside, and so that's good for us to play through that. Sometimes in our practice we don't have that same level of physicality when we're in practice, and so it's good to get that experience in the game.
Good balance again tonight too. That had to be good to see. I think 4 of your 5 starters wound up in double figures. Mackenzie, not quite there, but she did some other things on the stat sheet, pretty promising, positive as well. That'd be good to see that balance.
Hey, Mackenzie stepped in Acacia's spot or role and gave us quality minutes. She did, and she took a couple of shots that weren't really her rhythm. And she knew that, and she fixed that, and that's all you can ask. And so, yes, we had, Alexis Mead led us in scoring, but the real story is I think we had 17 assists. And I think Destiny Salary led us with 5 assists, I believe. And so that really is an indicator of the ball movement that we're doing, unselfish play, and really hunting your teammate for an uncontested shot. And as long as we continue to do that, then we'll find points. And so, I felt like they really stepped up, and they battled on the boards against the players that are much bigger and stronger, and that's something else that we've continued to work on.
Was Maya's thing kind of the same thing?
Yeah, no, she does not have a concussion. We don't believe. Like, she had no symptoms. She just got a goose egg, got popped, and she was really frustrated because she wanted to play. And so I think, fortunately we're heading into finals week. We got a couple of days to really focus on finals and do our best and finish strongly, and also a couple of days to get everybody rested and recovered, and then we'll get back after it on Wednesday.
I mean, that's kind of what I was getting ready to go into. Obviously, you got a week for Wichita. You got a chance to maybe get these people back. I know Sal was
right
back on the bench tonight, so maybe you can kind of add a little few numbers back and have a week to do it after this.
That's the key.
3-game stretch in 8 days.
We were looking forward to this game, but really looking forward to just trying to make sure we survive this, almost like a tournament game, just survive and advance, survive and just get to the next day. And so that was kind of our mentality, and because we were playing differently than we practiced, and I was proud of the ones that got in there. And so, Mariama, we took her, and she saw Santa Claus last night, so she feels better, and so Casey feels better. She's gonna she'll get reevaluated again tomorrow, and I'll check on Maya in a minute, but we're going to try to get everybody rested and recovered, and help them to do as well as they can in their finals, and get ready to watch volleyball tonight, and then football plays Jacksonville on Saturday for a conference championship. How about that?
7-0 now. It's got to be nice to kind of continue to, get the rewarded positives in the win column like this.
The most rewarding part is looking down and seeing 17 assists, looking down and seeing 20+ forced turnovers almost every single night, and looking down and seeing different players lead the team in different categories, and knowing how they're you see them huddle and when things don't go right, and that's what we do certain things in our drills that force them to have to huddle, and so you see them now, they'll huddle when things are going wrong and trying to regroup, and so that really shows the team chemistry, but that also shows having a common goal and a common purpose.